Hey guys, welcome back to the Single Malt Review, where we are in unprecedented times. We are looking at a fourth day of the streak in Potentia.
Yes.
A double breakthrough of the previous record. Cheating though way with me. Good grief me. I'm just going to start that one again. Hey guys, welcome back to the Single Malt Review, where it's getting somewhat late in the day, which you may be able to discern from our dubious performances. But we're still here, you're still here, let's crack on. We are in unprecedented times. We are in a potential fourth day of the streak. If that happens, I'm going to rend the clothes from my body and run around the neighbourhood, and I don't even know what I'm going to do. That's how unprecedented the times is. I'm just going to lose all control of myself. So, with that disclaimer out of the way, with the children out of the room, let's crack on with the next whiskey, number 17.
The tankard of obfuscation moves aside. A new, bespoke, custom, chosen for us, mystery whiskey is unleashed upon our unsuspecting glasses and or palates.
Will it be an unprecedented boon or an unprecedented punishment? There's been both.
Yeah.
Some of these I would have called quite kind. Some of them I would have been called quite kind that we'd binned anyway, for which I really apologise. I'm so sorry, Springbank Local Barley, and that's going to haunt me for the rest of my life. My entire life. Never mind.
Still, if your biggest regret in life is that one time you were slightly wrong about a whiskey that you tried, then that's a life well lived, I'd say.
No, man, I was extremely wrong about that whiskey. We'll see. I might live to come beyond it.
Oh, that smells cheesy. What is happening?
I'm going to say cheesy.
I got like a slightly cheesy funk, like some hot camembert or something. Wow, what is?
Talk about poisoning my mind. I'm searching for cheese now. Okay, I think I'm getting it more as a slightly sour wood.
That sounds right. Yeah.
All right, let's look at the colour. Let's do this properly. Colour looks pretty normo to me. Strength seems stronger than not. Let's see. Hang on. No, strength is up there.
Oh, yeah, that's stealthy. It's not too strong of a nose, but it is hot and prickly on the tongue.
What is going on here?
Wow.
This is like lemon fresh.
Yeah. That's got a real acid sizzle to it. I feel my neurons dissolving.
This has got a... Okay, this is... Let me see if I can recalibrate the strength.
Ooh, zesty.
I think we may be in the 50s in the strength here. I'm going to use the pain units.
Right.
I'm going to say 52. That was maybe a loose take, but I think we are, and this is just by tasting properly as well, not just my pseudo whiskey science, which I'm developing a cottage industry over here, episode by episode. I think we're genuinely pretty high, maybe cask strength, and low 50s for me, which certainly rules out a bunch of stuff, namely 12 years old, 40%, which I'm still dreading when it comes around. But this ain't it. I think this is looking pretty good for Lowland.
That
New
waxy
Lowland.
savoury that I took for cheese, that's moved into some citrus and sourness and some
The
distinctly
citrus
acid.
is incredible.
It's sherbet, got lemon drops. It's
This is, and I say this in the most positive possible way, there's some dish detergent. There's
dish
some
soap,
actual lemon fresh on
some
this.
pine and some astringency,
Bit
some
of water
surfactant even, some water thankfully.
Somewhat bingo on that water, but it'll get us through.
There we go. Little more.
This is very, very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, I have never ever tried this whiskey before. I'll give myself that out. I've never tried anything quite like this before.
I've had things that are similar. There are some shockingly familiar elements to this, but I can't pin them down on account of, well, I seem to only have so much room in my memory.
Lemon myrtle, sometimes called bog myrtle.
Right.
I'm not sure which is more common where.
Oh, that's gone even more of a piney lemon fresh.
It's like a
With water in it.
fruity hand soap.
Yeah.
Because it's got some sort of waxy niceness on it, but then it's got that really, really particular lemon myrtle thing, which is it's a very sweet, waxy, buttery lemon. It's kind of evocative of lemon rind, but in kind of a pastry sort of a
I
taste.
see what you mean. What I'm thinking is this is going to slightly haunt me as well. I will not be able to pin this down, but once we read the card and see what it is, I think, of course, why didn't I guess that? I am very silly today.
I'm very confident I've never tried this because this is striking. This is very, very, very striking. It's youthful. It's not immature. This is quite carefully made. I am very, very, very sure this is New Lowland. But
yeah, that seems a good reliable pick.
Therein, and I was joking about this earlier, but only a little bit. 2 new Lowland distilleries have just opened during this conversation, and I'm only a little bit facetious about that. It is a bustling spot for new things, such that I can't even keep up with them all.
Yeah.
What do we write down? Let me peer at the board.
There's Lochlee, Kingsbarn, and
Lindores Abbey. Are the ones we've got. And then there's this grey area which includes Isla Bay and Daft Mill, which have 10-year-old whiskey. So would you call them? I don't know. It's hard. It's not easy. And then I'm sure there's a bunch of... Like, didn't they rebuild Rosebank and things like that?
I believe so.
Yada, yada. There's so much going on. It's a nightmare. And I have no currency with any of them.
Yeah.
Some of them are colossally expensive, in the case of Kingsbarn. Some of them are colossally affordable, like Isla Bay. And so in the one case, I've got all the information. In the other case, I have none. So I can rule out Isla Bay. This is neither sea cask nor land cask, because we have tried both of those quite exhaustively on the channel. And one of the few whiskies I've then rebought and just enjoyed by myself, because they are just so affordable for 10-year-old whiskey. But
let's look at the other options. Blended Loch Lomond.
No.
That'd be a unlikely pick.
No, there's no grain in here. Yeah. Absolutely no grain. And it's too... Though the Loch Lomond has that... It's got that Loch Lomond. This is not that Loch Lomond. This is another... This is different weirdness. This is differently weird.
12 years old and 40%.
Nah, 40%.
If it's Scotch, then surely not. No. If it's maybe North American or something esoteric, then maybe.
No, that can get lost. There's Glen Scotia, and this is absolutely not Glen Scotia. There is Skye, it's absolutely not Skye. There's question mark, and who can say. Yeah. And then there's established Lowland, which I think is the only other competitor, because just because it's established doesn't mean it can't produce young whiskey. This could be, like, there's every chance this could be, although it would be a bit weird, this could be young Bladenach. Auchentoshan, I really don't think so. And that's how you run out of tape. Apologies.
You say.
Bladenach, yes. I was speculating / not speculating that there's a possibility this is Bladenach, just because established Lowland whiskey puts one in mind of old Lowland whiskey. Ain't nothing stopping established Lowland distillers making young whiskey, and Bladenach makes quite a bit of it. So I think there's every chance this is a... Well, I say every chance. I think there's a low chance this is something like a no-age statement, or maybe a 10-year-old Bladenach. But the fact that it is, I'm reasonably sure cask strength. It's a strong old whiskey.
Right.
And just that, and I really mean this in the best possible way, sunlight soap, dish stuff, like artificial lemon, just the freshness and the citrus smoking off this thing. It's quite unlike anything I've tasted before. So that puts me in mind of New Lowland.
Right.
And then my confidence goes off a cliff as to what it is. We have tried the Lindores Abbey.
Yeah. I have tried their sherry cask expression.
This is not what it tasted like. The Lindores Abbey tasted very, very, very young, and I thought maybe just a teensy bit thin in terms of wood character. This one is way more concentrated. There's so much more going on. Have they... I wonder if they have... What a display of whiskey dominance would it have been to put a Daft Mill in here? Because I hear people... Like I say, I've never tasted it myself. I hear people losing their absolute minds over Daft Mill, and it's definitely a new Lowland. You know, it's the old Lowlands have got hundreds of years on it. So I wonder if they've pulled out several stops, because that much Daft Mill is probably still not an insignificant sum of money. So my goodness, they've spoiled us if they have. I think this is New Lowland, and I think it might be based on very little, only that seems really pretty ridiculously good, and very, very, very striking, which
it's
is
so
how
unique. It's such a singular character to it.
It's how I've heard Daft Mill described.
Okay.
I've heard people say Daft Mill is just it captures the Lowlands and kind of like a Lowlands squared. It takes the Lowlands character even further down the hole and really, really refines it into something people just can't believe they're tasting.
Yeah.
And I a little bit can't believe what I'm tasting. There's
Yeah.
such a brightness coming through the citrus character of this
It's lemon-tastic.
that it really is something else. So I'll rule out the Lindors. I still
Right.
think it's new.
Okay.
And based on how things have been going, I wonder if they've snuck a Daft Melon. Because it did come into the country. I know it came into the country. I don't know if the other ones, because what are we going? We're Lockley and Kingsbarns. I think Kingsbarns came in.
Yeah.
Bugger all info on Kingsbarns. Lockley, again, no idea, but I don't know if we got any Lockley. I don't remember it ever. I'm thinking back to visits to Whiskey Galore, because that's where you'd find it. I don't think I ever saw any Lockley. So I'm going to say I'm going to lock in for myself, not the Lockley, but Daft Mill. I'm going to say Kingsbarns.
Right.
Daft Mill, and if it's Daft Mill, then God, I salute, because that whiskey is colossally expensive.
Well,
But
in the interest of keeping our guesses broad but not too wild, I'm going to guess this is an established Lowland.
if you want to go for the Blade Knock, I
Yeah.
think that would be my
Okay,
extra
I'll call it
pick.
Blade Knock. I recall I've had Blade Knock. I've enjoyed it consistently. I could not pick one if you gave it to me sight unseen, though, as we have here.
I won't ramble off the whole tasting notes.
Yes, we have.
I'm okay for Blade Knock, but yeah. Okay, let's
We
see.
have established Lowland or new Lowland.
Yeah, I think it's definitely
So
one of both.
guesses.
I'm feeling pretty good
Yeah.
about new, but yep, Blade Knock I think is a good safety pick. Sure, come on. How's this getting harder? I don't know. As the day's going longer. 17. Oh, I almost did it the wrong way around. 17. Check it
Yes.
out. Check it out. It's Blade Knock.
10-year-old, 46.7%.
46%.
Bourbon cask tradition. That explains quite a lot. Unchill filtered, non-coloured.
What's Blade Knock up to?
It is magnificent.
That
It
is really, really
so
something
different.
else.
Yeah.
And
it captures all the citrus, which I know and love from bourbon cask, which just takes it up to an unprecedented level.
God, lucky we did the safety pick. Man, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That I thought was going to be one of the easier ones, or rather, it was going to be the easier of the two. But that means we've still got the unestablished, the young, the new Lowland still in the wild, which makes me a bit. Ooh, but you know what? And this just proves it's become too easy. Dave's pick brings us into the fourth day of the streak,
Yes.
and another one for full points.
Well, honestly, it was your pick. I just decided.
Well,
to
you know,
run with it
you
for
recycle. We're
gambling's
sharing.
sake.
We're sharing the picks.
Yeah,
This is not the
yes.
first pick. We've kind of come from both of us at once.
Yes.
It's okay. It's an organic process here. The science cannot be understood.
Yes.
Nice.
Camel is a horse designed by committee, and these whiskies, the guesses, are designed by a camel.
for sure. Nice. Very, very nice. Weird strength. I thought it was stronger than that,
Yeah.
but
Well,
otherwise,
I will update
otherwise
our
all good.
scoreboard, and we will see all of you good folks tomorrow for yet another festive frivolity.
Oh, I'm about to say it's heating up. It
Spectacle.
heated up episodes ago. It's smoking hot right now.
Oh, yeah.
The fall from grace is going to be something to watch, guys. It's going to be something to see. All right, buckle in for that one. Slanger.